Yeah.
I'm the best ever. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw. There's no one that can match me.
Yo, bounce guy, go off.
I'd like to take this chance to apologize for absolutely nobody. The double champ does what the he wants.
Wilder's in a world of trouble, closing seconds. Can he weather the storm here in the third round?
And the ball to superlative.
Big right hook, lands flush for Cambosos, and that knocks down Teofimo Lopez. We have ourselves a fight.
Khabib Nurmagomedov gets a triangle choke from up top. Gaethje's out, and the fight is over. The triangle choke for Khabib Nurmagomedov.
And Porter gets knocked down. He gets knocked down again. 10th round TKO win. Left uppercut, and that knocks out Leo. It appears he's out cold. The fight is over. It was a counter left uppercut, and just like that, what a left uppercut. I did not see that coming, ladies and gentlemen. I will have to admit, what a fight.
Nice celebration or a 3K video. I don't know, man. To hit 3,000 subscribers in like
Right hook to the body for Campbell. Left hook to the body for Garcia. And that knocked down Campbell. It was a left hook to the body. Campbell on the ground. The count is on. Can he make his way up? It appears he can't get up. Campbell on the ground. Trying to stand up. And the fight is over. Ryan Garcia with a 7th round knockdown. What a performance. Guys, if you haven't, hit the subscribe button. We're trying to get to 3,000 subscribers. Do me a favor. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the thumbs up. We're trying to do record numbers today. Ryan Garcia tearing up and crying. What a performance for Ryan Garcia. Check. Who gets it done tonight? #1 commentary channel on YouTube. Check. I think we're good. I think the audio levels and all that are great. Listen, what a weekend. We'll talk about that in a bit. Fight night, random time to get live on stream and talk a little bit about the fights, but why not, man? If we can make it happen, we're running on like no sleep. I figured, why not? Let's make it happen. Let's do it. I think I'm in the center of the camera. Maybe not. I'll try to figure it out. Hopefully it doesn't look too bad. But I'm excited to be here, guys. We're going to be commentating the fight. We're going to be giving you a live play-by-play like we usually do. Let me make a poll real quick before we get started here. #1 commentary channel on YouTube. Let's go. Who wins tonight? Is it Grasso by decision? Is it Shevchenko by decision? And this is, we're on the fly. I got a little bit of sneak peek footage for you guys that I'll show you guys in a second. Grasso by KO or sub, or by KO or sub. Let's go, guys. How are you guys' day going today? Let me know. I could barely speak English right now. I'm freaking dehydrated. We've hit the road. A little bit of backstory, guys. Maybe a little bit of story time before we get to the next fight, which is Raul Rosas. He's been getting a lot of criticism because, he lost his last fight, and him being 18 years old says he will be the champion in, I don't know, like less than a year or something like that. He said something crazy before he's like 19, or I forget exactly what he said. But then he suffered a loss. Got maybe a little bit of humble pie. But I think his future is still bright. Let's see if he gets it done tonight. I guess that's the $1 million question. Is he going to be able to bounce back, or is he a hype job? We'll find out shortly. Somebody said Viva Mexico in the chat. So let's see if Grasso was able to defend their title. Now, if you guys remember what happened was Raul Rosas. If you guys remember, what happened was Shevchenko, in my opinion, was leading that fight until she went for a spinning back kick. Alexa Grasso caught it, used it to get her back. It was like a split-second opportunity, and credit to her, she capitalized. Took the back, got the choke. She's the Mexican champion, where Shevchenko looked somewhat unbeatable for quite a while. She got the job done. Some say it was lucky. Others say, she's the better fighter, and she was bound to become champion, and maybe this was Shevchenko's time for her to kind of, in a sense, pass the torch. Shevchenko looks adamant that she's going to silence the haters, silence the critics. We'll see who's correct, and we're about to find out. Number one commentary channel on YouTube. It was a good show. Chris Hansen, welcome to the stream. Let's catch up with chat a bit. Appreciate you guys being here. Appreciate you guys being here late. Out of nowhere, we do a live stream, and we just hit the go live button, but we have a community that shows up at any given time. So credit to you guys. Thank you guys so much. Hopefully we get some legendary fights. A lot of times cards that aren't expected to be, in a sense, how do you describe it? Bangers or legendary cards or on paper. That focus thing is going to annoy me in a bit, so let me try to fix it in 1 second. But we just had to set the camera back up and do all these things. But I think we're going to be okay. But let me try to fix that 1 second. I'll be right back. That should fix things, guys. I apologize. I hate when the camera's out of focus and all that. But again, just one quick sneak peek of what happened this Friday. And by the way, swept the card. I mean, there was one fight that the actual fight didn't happen on Combat FC5 on our prediction video. But when I tell you that we predicted all the fights, especially we'll get to it. Don't want to give too much away. I'm sure you guys can look things up. But nonetheless, let me see if I could show you guys a sneak peek of something that we got footage of, that we got interview of. We'll talk about that in a bit. Let's catch up with chat. Beta Quest in the building, the DC Fight Club member with the glove. Appreciate you for being here, brother. Michael Mack with the silver glove. Good evening. Jesus M says saludos. Jesus, thank you for always rocking out with us, man. You've been with us for a while. Borracho with the gold glove and the belt. Been waiting all night. Let's get it going. I just got home not too long ago. We've been on the road. It's my brother's bachelor party today, but it was an early one. He's an old head, so I was able to get back and just hang out with you guys, which is good. We had a 5-hour drive, which was pretty intense, to say the least. And shout out to Hito. He drove the whole time, there and back. It was take your son to work day kind of thing, so that kind of worked out for everybody. But I was elated. I was happy that we were able to have a good time. I might be the most annoying guy on the road. This guy Hito played the manager role. He played the cameraman role. I mean, he did it all. So credit to him. Maybe this is one of the last times that we give him credit, right? Because it could get to his head, and we don't want that, right? So, but shout out to Hito for making it a legendary night, man. We appreciate you, sir. Hey Miller, are you getting the new UFC game? Probably not, man. With everything that I have to be focused on, and I think we're heading into a stretch of like we're heading into like prime John Jones stretch right now with the interviews, with the content. I gotta focus only on that. I'm not saying I might not have some time to play the UFC game, but at the same time, it's like, at the same time, I'd rather just cover the sport right now, and I would hate to embarrass someone like Beta Quest if we were to play. You know what I mean? So it's one of those kind of things that why humiliate the chat, you know? Hey Miller, are you getting it was luck, says Chris Hansen. Question for you guys as we keep discussing tonight's fights, and we get to the next fight between Terrence Mitchell and Raul Rosas. Grasso getting the win in their first fight where she was able to win the title. Was it lucky? Or is she going to be able to pull off the win again? She squeezed a pink into Shevchenko's head. That shit was wild. And the member for 21 months. Beta Quest says, going on 2 years. When I first found this guy, he was sick doing boxing ASMR. Now he's getting invites to fight promotions. Stay solid, broski. Appreciate you, man. Listen, it was. I almost sound like that corny F boy that says it was a movie, but it surely did feel that way, Beta. And I'm almost disappointed at myself for using that. I don't know why it keeps going out of focus and in focus. I'll try to fix it, but it was a lot of fun. They treated us better than I even imagined. I got some behind the scenes footage. They were very nice, very generous with their time and with allowing me to get like a media wristband and to get right near the cage. Let me just show you guys one something real quick. I might be too loud for you guys' ears. I'm gonna try to not allow that to happen, but the crowd went wild. I think Hito had his mic on. We had mic issues. I might be able to fix things. Why don't you have a seat over there, says Chris Hansen. With the $5. Thank you so much, Chris Hansen. Listen, most people can't tell if I'm standing up or sitting down anyways. But look at this shot that I was able to get. Can I put myself in the screen as well real quick too? If I leave myself there, that wouldn't be good. So let's put ourselves over here. Look at this shot. I hope you guys can see it quite well. We were able to interview him as well too, which was great. Kyle Hill, or Kill Hill, has a great nickname. We got footage like that close of stuff. I gotta work on the audio. I'll see. Of course, I'm gonna edit that part out. You know, the whole shaky mic or shaky. Footage. But look at this knockout. Left kick, boom, head kick, and he had a bad cut on his eye. See if I could quickly show. The audio's gonna be bad, guys. Please try not to judge it. I gotta be careful. I'm not trying to get banned by YouTube. They're already hating on me a little bit. I got 2 strikes, maybe third, and I'm out. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Oh, it's the next one. Give me 1 second, guys. Be patient with me. I'm just going through files as I get home right now, which is crazy. This guy Hito had footage of people throwing up in trash cans after being like knocked out, which is pretty crazy. It must have been before this one, which is cool. Was it this one? Let's see. Let's see. Let me mute it just in case so you guys. It must have been the one right after this. Damn. I'm doing really horrible at sharing information with you guys. So check this out. That's the guy that just got the knockout, right? Kyle Hill.
Impressive knockout.
So
let me clip this on you real quick.
We got like behind the scenes footage like that, bro. Like having conversations like that and in 4K. We were lacking batteries and we had to think of things on the fly. Look at that gash on his eye. So we got that kind of footage, bro, behind the scenes. It was that cool. And then Hito did great camera work. I don't see why. I think he had another piece of interview and it just didn't. I don't know if it didn't record. Or maybe it went backwards somehow. Hold on a second. This is not good. Hito, for some reason, it didn't get one of the videos that I know we had. Did it skip somehow? Oh, here, look. Then we got that kind of footage.
I'm bleeding, and I'm like, let's fucking go.
Look at his eye.
Like, I'm here now. You know? Yeah. I was excited to be there.
When I tell you that we got some good content, guys, I can't wait to make a vlog out of it. I got Duma's fight, the post-fight interview. Bro, this Duma was great. A living legend, man. We got some good footage. So we'll get to it, guys. There's a lot of editing that needs to be done. I don't want to give too much. So be patient with it, brother, guys. Raul Rosas Jr. up next. Let's do some commentating on some fights. What we love to do. Maybe we get a job with Combat FC and do that with them as well, too. We're going to try to do it all. Let's go. JJ did not do enough to win that fight. Cortez won that fair and square, says Beto. Only fight I care about on this is Holland versus JDM. Who do you have winning tonight, Torin? Because that's a step up for JDM, right? To fight someone like Kevin Holland. I guess you can call him a veteran as well, too. And he's pretty tall and lanky for the division with his reach. Great striking. Somewhat unpredictable. We'll see what happens. JDM, he got criticized for his last fight as well, too. Yo, Miller, how are you going to let Hito do you like that? What did he say? What, did I miss something? Let me see. Good afternoon, people. Merchant in the building. What's up, Merchant? Welcome to the stream. Uplight Recording says, what it do? Jasmine got robbed. Cortez got some Ortega clout and dipped. Fight me, Cortez. I missed it, to be quite honest. Again, I'm going to have to catch up. I just got home, just went live. Let's go. We're going to at least cover this one. Fighters make their own luck. Working hard. Let's go, Michael Mack. I was at that event. DC spoke to you, but I don't know if you... Beta, he really doesn't get... I'm so confused. Plugs. Welcome. I'm confused. I'm reading chat backwards. It's crazy. Miller, you're the only one that doesn't get me. I apologize in advance. I'm not a height joke. Oh, okay. I know you keep saying take a seat, so I guess that's what you mean. Are you really that tall and that's it? Like you stopped growing at like 8 years old? Jesus Christ. Tail of the tape. Raul Rosas is 18 years old. Terrence Mitchell, 33. Bruce Buffer announcing both fighters' main event time as far as Raul Rosas and Mitchell. On the undercard, not much left after this as well. Holland versus JDM will be after that. That's the co-main. And then the main event, Alexa Grasso versus Shevchenko will be after that. So 3 fights left on the card. We're going to be able to cover a bit of it. Crazy that Holland has had almost 20 fights in like 5 years. He's super active. He's like a superhero by night as well, too, if you guys hear about the things that he does outside of the octagon. I got JDM. I got Kevin Holland. So we'll see what happens, Torrin. We'll see who's correct. Think Discord and think my profile, Miller. I can't even think straight right now, Chris Hansen. So I'm gonna give you that one for now. Hard to see the profile pic too. I believe, isn't Chris Hansen like on a I don't wanna give it away, but isn't like where he called you and Hito did me dirty, bro. How does he have the audacity to do something like that in public? And he has his finger pointed at me, bro. Despicable, bro. Round number 1 in a matter of seconds. Let me see if I can pull this up real quick. Round timer. Round timer is about to go down. 5 minutes of the first round starts. Now, here we go. Looping right hook thrown by Raul Rosas Jr. Here we go. Round number 1 of a Schedule 3. Rosas versus Mitchell. Out of the southpaw stance, Rosas Jr. near the middle of the octagon. Left straight down the middle, lands for Rosas. And he's applying pressure. Mitchell near the cage. Both fighting out of the clinch. Left underhook for Raul Rosas. And he lands a short right elbow. Right straight down the middle, lands for Mitchell. Here we go. Left straight down the middle, knocks down Mitchell. Hammer fist by Rosas. Trying to finish him off here. On top, side control. Controls him. Goes right to top mount. Hammer fist. Right hooks to the head. Mitchell trying to post. Belly down. Referee gets in the way. First round finish for Raul Rosas Jr. He wanted to make a statement when he came back after suffering his first loss, and he gets the job done. The crowd goes crazy. Round number 1 finish. And listen, with a guy that has been running on E, not much hours of sleep, I could go for some first round finishes. So there you go. Raul Rosas gets the job done. His mom crying in the stands. Beautiful performance. That ended quickly. And at the pace that they started, it was bound to do so. Left hook that partially landed for Mitchell, but Raul Rosas lands a left hook of his own. And it landed flush right on the, as they show the replay, right on the front of the face, right on the nose and lip. And that melted Mitchell. Went for the kill. Got on top mount. Mitchell went belly down. Raul Rosas gets the job done. First round finish. After suffering a loss as well too, man. Sometimes some fighters don't deal well with losses, but Raul Rosas, he's young. Somewhat, maybe this is not even the word to use, somewhat, in a sense, it almost seems as if he's careless in the octagon, as if he's not worried to get caught with anything big, just wants to land his own shot. That sort of youthfulness and bravery, but he gets the job done. Let's see what he gets next, man. He said he'll be fighting for the title one day and get the title. We'll see if he does it. You could see the mother in that video hold her kids close. Hey, yo, chill, bro. You guys are, listen, man. My community, it might be going left. That derailed hype is fighting Merchant. There you go. See, some people don't believe in him anymore. Look at Merchant. Your other alts are funny-ish. Hey, yo, Rosas losing his mouthpiece in celebration is effing hilarious to me. The kid Rosas finally worked on his striking. He landed, yeah, because he had nothing to do, nothing for Christian in his last fight, right? Remember that fight as well, where as far as a stand-up, Christian Rodriguez was schooling him in the striking department, and I remember Raul Rosas going for takedowns. It wasn't successful. Christian did a great job at nullifying those takedowns and landed the bigger shots. Rosas kind of, again, when you're a young fighter, when you don't have the experience, Rosas kind of emptied his gas tank a little bit too early. He kind of paid for it, right? Against Rodriguez, but not this time. He shows respect to his opponent. Official decision will be coming up. Let's catch up with chat. Up next will be the co-main, Kevin Holland versus JDM. Kid Rosa finally worked on his striking. What the F? But he got knocked out and woke up by the time he hit the canvas, says Beta. Atypical in the building. What's good, broski? Welcome to the stream. Dana truly knows how to make hype jobs look good, says Von Blue. The Dana slander is crazy. Yo, he had an interview with Piers Morgan. I might make a short on it. Speaking of Dana, I thought it was pretty interesting. Why is this camera keep going in and out of focus? In and out of focus is annoying, to be honest. Bro, I'll try to fix it one more time, but unfortunate. Why did Tracy Cortez break up with Brian Ortega? Something about Beta stole her. I don't know, something like that. Cause she got with me. Jesus says plugs. Ferguson was released from the UFC. No way. There's no way that's true, Borracho. No way. Hey, don't put words in my mouth. I didn't say I didn't believe in him. I just said he's a failed hype. Don't say I don't believe in him, but he's a failed hype. So, Merchant, question for you. Is he able to bounce back then, if I misunderstood you? Snipey truly got hands and feet, not just on internet. Yeah, he has a couple fights out there as well, too. Tony wasn't released. It was fake. That's veterans like Tony Ferguson don't get released. The sport doesn't retire them, or they don't retire from the sport retires them in that sense, right? So I doubt that was true as well, too. Thanks, Von. I really was born with all of my extremities, says Snipey. Let me see if I can fix this, because this is going to piss me off. 1 second.
Just payday. You want payday. I know that. Just payday.
If that doesn't fix it, I quit. The $20 from Steve Williams. Let's go. You know what's crazy, Steve? First off, we got to play your song. And Steve, I promise you I'm not just saying this. You can ask Hito. There was a moment, I wish I would have recorded it. There was a moment where they played that Tupac song, and we thought about you while we were in the arena out in Massachusetts. So let's go. Steve Williams says with the $20, he says, let's go. Just happy to be a part of the best Fight Club community. How's everyone? I love Grasso, but I'm going for Shevchenko to regain her title. By the way, I love that new belt they created for Grasso. Also, I got Holland. Listen. You're in good company, Steve, because I have Holland and Grasso as well, too. And lately, the predictions, we've been killing them. So we'll see how it goes. Steve, thank you always for coming back. The DC Fight Club member with the gold glove and the belt. Appreciate you, bro. Always showing love, man. I got some content on the way for you, man. Some vlogs of some fights, and gonna be dope. Tony wasn't released. It was fake. Yep. Torrin Brown says, but I do see a few errors in Rosas striking. He was kind of leaving himself open. He took some shots from Terrence. He did. He gambled again. just like he did in his last fight where it didn't go well for him, and he was gambling there as well too. But I don't know. I guess we'll see if he keeps improving throughout the time or if he's gonna be a hype job. I guess we're gonna have to wait and see. Camera loop not even triggered by one of us, says Snipey. The Giga Chad Steve. He's the legend. The Farquhar emotes I see in the chat for my guy Steve. Let's go. Steve always showing love, man. Steve been rocking out with us for years. Steve has been rocking out with us for years. So appreciate you, Steve, man. You're a true legend of the chat. At least some arroz con gandules, says Bomb Blue. Kopilov had a brutal finish earlier against. I didn't get to catch it. And I like Kopilov as well, too. Solid fighter. Up next, co-main event, Kevin Holland versus JDM. Let me hear some predictions. Who you guys got? My camera's going nuts. Do you see this? I don't get it. Look at this. I'm completely out of focus. I don't understand, bro. I don't understand. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Completely going crazy. Let me see if I can fix it, I guess. What's going on? I'm done trying after this one, guys. I apologize for that. What cam you got? I got a Sony A7S II, and I wasn't having those problems before I left on the trip. So I don't know if it's something I have to double check and see, but I wasn't having those problems before, bro. Whoa, and I don't want to be putting that out there like that. So my bad on that. Let's go. You guys are not getting any audio on your guys' end, right? As far as like the besides the mic, right? The right puncher at 135 will put his lights out. Absolutely, Torin. If he doesn't improve. And it's early, and I'm sure the UFC is pretty wise in building up fighters. They're the best at it, right? So I'm sure they're going to take their time, especially after he suffered that loss. Maybe against Christian Rodriguez, they pushed him a little bit too early. We'll see what happens. The right Holland, says Hito. Why you got Holland, and in what fashion does he win? Holland for the W via TKO. This is a big step up for JDM, man. You beat someone like Kevin Holland. If people think he's a hype job and he gets it done today, he's gonna earn respect, especially after that last clean the lens push in the wiring. Yeah, Don Shop. I do have a lens cleaner as well too. I'm gonna have to grab one, but that's a good suggestion. It probably does have some dust on it from being on the road and stuff. So thank you for that suggestion. I'm going Holland by win TKO. A lot of Holland fans in the chat. Audio is clear as clear. Okay, cool. Atypical. Just making sure. Again, I took all my equipment basically out there to Massachusetts. So on the way back, you know what I mean. Had to plug everything in, and everything is not double proofed, I guess you would say. Maybe the camera's focusing in the lights, homie. I don't know, man, but it's been good until recently. Yes, that's true. Maybe with the light, maybe I need to push more to the back or something. We'll figure something out. I do like the light there, but maybe I have to move it a bit. I don't know. We'll see. You're probably right, Snipey. UFC doesn't baby their fighters like boxing. They're going to throw you into the wolves at one point. Sean O'Malley, he was what? Ranked number 11 when he fought Piotr Jan. I'm pretty sure it was 11 or 12. Somebody could fact check that, but I'm probably right. I think he was ranked number 11. Fought Piotr Jan. Nobody expected him to win that. And even then, so you can argue that he lost that fight 2-1. Nonetheless, he beats Piotr Jan and he fights Aljamain Sterling, and he showed up. He got thrown into the wolves. People thought that Sterling was going to be able to get the takedowns and kind of dominate, ground and pound, boring fight. Of course, Sterling, I guess it's arguable that he made the mistake of trying to strike with the striker, and he paid for it. 6 hours with stop and traffic. UFC doesn't be, yep, unless your name is O'Malley. Speaking of the devil, right? Still clear and loud enough. Good. Perfect. How far was Mass? Yep, there you go. Hito drove the whole time, man, and Hito has a bladder of a 69-year-old retired veteran or something, bro. Like this guy will go from he's chilling, having a good time, hanging out, to saying, bro, I need to use the bathroom. I need a pee. And then and it's funny because there was one part that I made him laugh. He was like, yo, stop, my stomach hurts. And he was really trying to hold himself. So I play like a song by like Avril Lavigne called "Keep Holding On," and I was just being a bro. I pissed off Hito. I pissed Hito off so much this weekend that he probably needs a break from the stream. I'm surprised he's here. It was a fun night, man. It was legendary. Again, let me see if I could pull up. For those that are just getting here, I got some content to work on. Tomorrow is the plan as far as what I plan to do to cover and work on some stuff. But we got some good footage similar to like something like this, guys. So we got footage similar to this, guys, which was pretty cool. We're gonna be making like a little vlog, and I'll edit this. We'll work on it. Working with them was so great. They gave me access. I'm gonna make sure I have more lenses next time. The audio a little bit more worked out. I just took my camera just in case they were gonna allow me. I want to show the John Duma stuff, but let's save it for the let's save it until the video comes out. I'm trying to make shorts out of it as well too whenever I get to the editing scene. Did you go to the actual Mass hole? Says Snipey. I went to Massachusetts. What was it called? Exactly where we was at, I forget, Hito. To be quite honest. Co-main event is up next. Jack Della Maddalena will be up next versus Kevin Holland. That guy was really hurt from that kick. Oh, he was slumped. Actually, from the pay-per-view that we saw, it has a different angle, so maybe I could use some of that as well too. I'm gonna need that pay-per-view. You're gonna have to hook the brother up, so I can't wait, man. Truly a blessing to be able to cover those fights. We got some post-fight interviews of some fighters, some up-and-comers. John Duma, even Jake Pillow as well too. It was cool. It was an experience that we'll never forget. He had to get taken out to the hospital. Yeah, he was throwing up in a trash can. They had to call an ambulance. Like, it was crazy. It was, again, legendary moment, man. Content that I need to work on is gonna be lengthy but good. Wilmington, right? I couldn't remember for some reason, bro. I'm running on like what, 3 hours, 4 hours of sleep or something like that. Even though you drove, so you did most of the work. But if you guys, we went from Massachusetts, from Wilmington, Massachusetts, all the way out to here where I live in PA, which was about 6 hours. I saw the wifey for a little bit and the kids, talked for a bit. And in like 20, 30 minutes, I was out the door. Then going back to Jersey from Philadelphia, which was crazy, right? So then I'm going back to like Fairfield, New Jersey, went axe throwing, had a good time, right? But then that was about an hour 25, hour 30-minute drive to then come back here. It was, we were on the road, man. We were road dogs this weekend, but it was fun. But I'm going to need like a hibernation type of sleep, man. Maybe like I don't know. If I guess a good 7-8 hours, I'll be, it was 6 hours, bro. It was a mission. I vlogged some of it as well too. I'll make sure I put the content out as soon as I can. Yeah, I want to show the Duma stuff, man. Like, again, credit to Duma. What I can say, I could say of some of the stuff that happened. Duma recognized me with the camera and he points at me. He goes, "Yo," and he goes like this. It was dope. He showed us credit, and then he said something along the lines of, again, you guys will see the credit, but he said something along the lines of, all these other guys, you know, they all went and they picked Pillar. The only guy that picked that picked me was Miller, and he said, I believe he said that in one of the interviews, or I know he said it, but I hope I caught it on camera. If not, it was just like in a conversation. Got to meet his family, got to meet his wife, got to meet his team. We hung out at Dave & Buster's afterwards. It was cool. It was a good time. He's a good dude, man. And again, put on a performance and you'll see the rest. He was a main event, plugs. Oh, by the way, too, which sucked. Remember Cupcakes, if you guys remember, Johnny Campbell, he didn't fight. that was a bummer. We got to meet Joe Cav, the owner of Combat FC, and I was like, man, I'm so excited to see Cupcakes, to see Duma fight, and he goes, well, I got bad news for you, and I got that on camera as well too. He's like, I got bad news for you. Cupcakes had to pull out of the fight. I believe he was throwing up the day of the fight, like in the morning. I think he was like throwing up blood or something crazy. I don't want to be mistaken, so just take those words with a grain of salt. But I believe that's what it was. So I'll go back on the interview and we'll see. It was a little bit loud in there. Jack Della Maddalena tied for second longest active win streak in UFC welterweight division with 5. Number 14 ranked fighter in the division, JDM in the octagon. He'll be fighting Kevin Holland in a matter of seconds. So yeah, Cupcakes wasn't able to fight. Sorry, I had to check something real quick. Cupcakes wasn't able to fight. Duma was the main event, and the way that fight played out, you couldn't have scripted it any better, is what I will say. There was some back and forths. There were some good moments on both sides. You guys will see. Yes, I believe we're doing Monday night. I'm gonna shoot him a message. I'm gonna shoot him a message maybe tomorrow, and he said he's down. So cool. And then we might have some other fighters that we have in mind as well too. Yeah, Rick Grimes. Remember that interview was legendary, man, and we were all excited to see him, but just unfortunate, man. There's in the fight game, things are gonna happen. If Izzy gets the rematch, should Aljo get his rematch too? I've seen this as a topic of conversation. I believe even Aljo said it as well too. I read some headlines saying if Izzy gets it, then I should get my rematch too. If I'm not mistaken, Aljo said something like that. So I'll do my research, maybe make a short on that as well. I guess you could even argue that Aljo has a point. Aljo's saying, hey, Izzy 1-2 in his last 3, he gets a shot. Logically, if he gets a shot, shouldn't I as well too, right? I mean, that's the argument. Number 13 ranked fighter Kevin Holland, back-to-back wins, 7th highest significant strike rate in UFC welterweight history, and 1 of 3 UFC knockouts by punches from bottom position. I think that was against, yes, they actually wrote it, but against Jacare, the jiu-jitsu legend. Kevin Holland making his way to the octagon as we speak. We'll be going to the co-main in a matter of seconds. Probably from the weight cut. Yeah, I mean, he made the weight. That's the thing. Like I believe it was throwing up the day after. If it was just after the weigh-ins, then we'll maybe we could talk, and I'll try to confirm the story and what happened. Also definitely, but I don't want to see Izzy take all that damage again. Says Steve, probably from the weight cut. Steve, I want him retired. The Aljo disrespect, man. I've listen. I've come to somewhat and I guess that's what happens with champions. A lot of times they're ridiculed, they're criticized, and then they suffer a loss. And I don't know if I'm a sucker for like underdogs or something like that. But you see Usman lose, and all of a sudden people are like talking nicely about him again, and he's gained the respect of the fans. Aljo was one of those champions that was not really respected. He loses to Sean O'Malley, has a good post-fight interview. And I at least feel, I guess, again, there's the Hitos, there's the Treys, and others that say, I don't want nothing to do with Aljo. But there are those that saying, listen, you showed class, you'll come back stronger. We'll see what happens with Aljo. I don't know if he should stay at 135 or go up to 145. There's some killers at 145. Trying to fight that, fighting from the clinch and ground and pound, trying to take people down at 145, that's a 10-pound difference. That makes a big difference. And he is a big 135er, and the older he gets, the more it's going to be tough to make that weight. So we'll see. We all know Cannonier deserves a shot next. DDP should have fought. Again, I have my suspicions that they're trying to muster up and save that for a fight in Africa, for a fight card in Africa. Again, I could be wrong, but that's a conspiracy theory that I like. Man, I got cotton mouth, bro, from crazy. I like Izzy and Aljo. Go. I like both. Save the puppy, says Jason Herzog will be the ref round number 1 in a matter of seconds between Kevin Holland and Jack Della Maddalena. Here we go. Round number 1 starts I think he should move up considering he has a stable mate. He won't fight. Yeah, that whole situation is a whole nother topic of discussion. Round number 1 of a Schedule 3. Standing out of the orthodox stance, Kevin Holland against JDM. This is, as far as people view it, a step up for JDM. Can he get past the veteran? Outside leg kick lands for JDM. Outside leg kick again. Popping out with the jab is Kevin Holland. Inside leg kick partially lands for Holland. 1-2. The 2 lands upstairs for JDM. And he's coming out aggressive here in the first round. Inside leg kick partially lands for Holland. Leg kick misses for Holland. Gets another outside leg kick. JDM looking closely. Hands held high. Straight right hand down the middle. Misses for Kevin Holland. JDM being patient. Straight right hand to the body. Just missing for JDM. Jab upstairs lands for Kevin Holland. Nice kick to the midsection. Lands for Holland. 1-2 thrown by Holland. This time missing. Jab thrown upstairs. Blocked by JDM. Both near the center of the octagon. Left hook thrown by JDM, missing, but to the body, he partially lands. Here we go. 1-2 thrown by Holland, blocked by JDM. JDM with the high guard, being defensive thus far here in the first round. Partially lands a jab. Circling to his right is Kevin Holland. Double jab thrown, just touching the gloves. Fighting out of the clinch. Right hook lands for JDM. Right hand down the middle, partially lands for Kevin Holland. Circling to his left, JDM being the stalker. JDM pressing the action. Lateral movement used by Kevin Holland. Nice short right hook partially lands for JDM. Right hook to the body lands for JDM. Then a right hook upstairs for Della Maddalena. Here we go. Head kick thrown by Kevin Holland, blocked by JDM. JDM being very defensively sound here. Looping left hook thrown upstairs, partially lands for JDM. Here we go. Straight right hand down the middle, just misses for Kevin Holland. Front kick to the body, partially lands for Holland. Throws a short kick on the inside. Inside leg kick lands flush and gets a reaction from Kevin Holland. Head kick thrown by JDM, this time just missing. Nice short right hook over the top, lands for JDM, circles to his left, and I believe he's getting the better of these exchanges here in the first round. 2 minutes and 5 seconds left on the clock of the first round. Looping left hook thrown by JDM. He doubles it up, but doesn't quite land. Being aggressive. Kick to the body, partially lands for Kevin Holland. Nice kick to the midsection, lands for Kevin Holland. Jab to the body, lands for JDM, but a counter straight right hand down the middle lands for Kevin Holland. Both have had moments so far here in the first round. Nice 1-2 lands flush for Kevin Holland. Here we go. Kick to the body, partially lands for Kevin Holland. JDM's willing to stand right in the middle. Counter right hook lands for JDM. Della Maddalena willing to exchange so far and has done well for himself here in the first round. 1 minute and 3 seconds left on the clock. Jab upstairs, just missing for JDM. Head, body, leg strike, 7, 5, and 13 for Holland. 15, 11, and 6 for JDM. Kevin Holland being patient. Throwing a 1-2, blocked by JDM again. They smile at each other, and a 1-2 lands flush for JDM. Here we go. Della Maddalena being patient, having the better of the exchanges thus far. Holland presses forward. Jab upstairs sneaks in for Kevin Holland. Outside leg kick. Checked by JDM. Right hook to the body, just misses for JDM. Jab upstairs lands for Kevin Holland. Again, a short right hook lands for JDM. He's getting the better of the exchanges. Round number 1 Coming to a close here. Closing seconds. Round number 1 is over, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be going to round number 2. Listen, guys. Interesting first round. I think JDM got the better of the exchanges, but again, early in the fight. Aljon getting more credit from his loss than his win. Exactly, Snipey. If he'd have wrestled O'Malley, it probably would have went different. I don't know. Yeah, if he was able to tire him out before choosing to strike with him, instead, he was striking with a fresh Sean O'Malley and paid for it. I thought it was a mistake, as most people did. But that's easy to say in hindsight, right? I do as well, says Snipey. Or it says Steve. Ryan in the building. What's up, Ryan? Welcome to the stream. Never mind, I'm an idiot. We on 16. Hit the thumbs up. Yeah, let's get to 20. We'll be going around number 2 in a matter of seconds, guys. How's your night going? Let me know in chat. Let me know where you guys are from. Anybody from, I don't know, Massachusetts, Philadelphia, the UK? We're worldwide at this point. I know California is in the building in chat. Let's go. Here we go. Round number 2 in a matter of seconds. They touch gloves. Round number 2. ADM pressing forward. Jab to the body, lands for De La Maddalena. Here we go. Going with the jab is Kevin Holland. 1-2 misses, but a left hook to the body lands for Jack. And here we go. Holland being patient, front kick to the body. Holland so far, beautiful straight right hand down the middle, lands for JDM. Holland's having a tough time finding the mark without paying for it. He's getting caught quite often here. Jack is making him pay whenever he does open up. We're in round number 2, 4 minutes and 10 seconds left. Here we go. Right kick to the body, lands for Jack. And De La keeps applying pressure. Left hook upstairs, lands for Maddalena. Kevin Holland smiles at him. Here we go. Under 4 minutes left. Right hook to the body. But a right hook upstairs lands for Kevin Holland. Here we go. Kevin Holland switching to the southpaw stance. Outside leg kick lands for JDM. Deep to the knee, lands for JDM. Jack retreating just a bit here. One, two, and the 2 lands flush for Kevin Holland. Perhaps the best punch of the round for him thus far. And of the fight in general. Jack keeps pressing forward. Took it well. Slips a right hand from Kevin Holland. Jab to the body. Partially lands for Jack De La Maddalena. Here we go. Straight right hand just missing for Kevin Holland. Left kick to the body missing for JDM. He keeps pressing forward. Switching to southpaw. Goes back to orthodox. Right hook upstairs. Partially lands for Kevin Holland. Circling to his right is Jack Holland now being the stalker. 1-2. The 2 lands for JDM, but a counter straight right hand lands for Kevin Holland. Here we go. Right hook upstairs for Jack. Counter straight right hand for Holland. Both fighters willing to exchange here. Almost halfway through the second round. Nice kick to the body lands for Holland. Right hook again. Sneaks in a bit here for Holland. He's opening up more. Having a better second round as compared to the first. On a right hand again, and he's starting to find a home for that right hand. That is Kevin Holland. Head kick partially lands for Holland. Jack takes it well, circles to his left. Left hook to the, ooh, beautiful right hook upstairs, partially lands for Maddalena. Throws a looping left hook, this time missing. On a right hook, lands for Holland. JDM retreats. Pawing with a jab is JDM. He presses forward. Holland circling to his right. A lot of time left on the clock. Kevin Holland smiles at him, circling to his right. Beautiful left hook. Lands flush for JDM. Holland takes it well. Great left down the middle. Just sneaks in there for JDM. Both smiling at each other. Right hook to the body, then upstairs lands for JDM. Holland talking to him. Jab down the middle, lands for Holland. Throws a 1-2, this time doesn't find the mark. This is essentially a striking match. Second round closer than the first. I gave the first to JDM, but thus far, Kevin Holland in the second round has improved. Let's see who closes out in emphatic fashion. Goes for a takedown, misses it. Partially lands an elbow for Holland. Straight right hand down the middle, lands for Holland. Out of the exchange. Significant strikes in the second round. 28 for Jack, 26 for Holland. Teep to the knee, lands for Holland. Straight right hand to the body, lands for JDM. Live odds is a plus 150 for Holland, a minus 195 for JDM. Jack willing to fight in the pocket the whole fight thus far. Big right down the middle, lands for Holland. Jab upstairs for Holland. But JDM shows no reaction. Close, another counter right straight, and then a takedown almost gets it done for Holland. But we'll be going around number 2 as they smile at each other. Good camaraderie in the octagon. We'll be going around number 3. That, you can argue, was for Kevin Holland. It could go either way. It could be 1-1 going into the third or 2-0 Jack, in my opinion. How are you guys calling it? New Zealand living in Japan. Let's go. What's up, Ryan? Welcome to the stream, man. Appreciate you for hanging out. Let's go. Windy City in the building as well, too. I see you out there. Let's go. I feel like I've seen an episode of this on UFC before. This a rerun? Feels like the Thompson fight, right? Round number 3 in a matter of seconds, ladies and gentlemen. Number 1 commentary channel on YouTube. We're closing in on 8,000 subscribers. So if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up. They're showing some commercials, and we'll be going around number 3. It'll be a close fight. Maybe this is a round that Holland needs to win. How did you score that second round, Plugs? Aussie in Thailand. Let's go, Atypical. Always showing up and showing love. What's up, Atypical? How you doing today? Here we go, round number 3. Sorry, my voice is a little bit out. Crazy weekend. Jab lands upstairs for Kevin Holland. Here we go. Round number 3, welterweight bout. Number 13 and number 14 in their respective divisions. Circling to his right is Kevin Holland, JDM being a stalker. Round number 3. Pawing with the jab is Kevin Holland, trying to find an opening. Right kick to the body, partially lands for Kevin Holland. Here we go. Straight right down the middle, lands for JDM. Another right hand, this time just missing. 1, 2, 3, thrown by Kevin Holland. This time doesn't find the mark. Jab out of the southpaw stance, just misses for JDM. Inside leg kick lands for Kevin Holland. JDM choosing to be the stalker, trying to close the distance. That leg kick. Leg kick missing for Holland. Looking very loose here in the third round. Here we go. Throws a 2, throws a straight right hand, doesn't land. A right hook, throws it strongly, but blocked by JDM. Counter straight right hand, partially lands for Kevin Holland. Circling to his right is JDM. Both fighters near the center of the octagon. Here we go. Jab lands for Kevin Holland. Holland, as far as live odds, is a plus 200. Left hook lands for JDM, but a spinning back elbow lands for Holland. Here we go. Holland circling to his right. Pawing with a jab. Little blood trickling out of the nose of Kevin Holland. Jack still being a stalker. Another 1-2. The 2 lands for it, Jack. Right uppercut lands for Kevin Holland. Here we go. Both near the center of the octagon. Yet again, under 3 minutes left here in the third round. 2 jabs and a straight right hand. Doesn't find the mark for Jack Della Maddalena, but he lands a left hook out of an exchange. Short right elbow lands for Kevin Holland. Right front kick to the body lands for Kevin Holland. Fading to the body is Kevin Holland. As far as head, body, leg strikes, 39, 36, 19, and 34, Kevin Holland. 47, 29, and 21 for Jack Della Maddalena. Here we go. Welterweight bout, co-main event. Up next will be the main event in Grasso versus Shevchenko. Straight right hand partially lands upstairs for Kevin Holland. 2 minutes and 10 seconds left. Holland circling to his left. Holland being patient. Left straight to the body, partially lands for JDM. A 1-2 thrown by Holland, but again, JDM being very defensively sound thus far. 1 minute and 45 seconds left on the clock. Fading to the body is JDM. Circling to his right is Holland. Both fighters slowing down a bit here in the third round. Right front kick to the body lands for Kevin Holland. Outside leg kick lands for Kevin Holland. Here we go. Some more action. Right hook to the body for Holland. That kick partially lands for JDM. Right uppercut blocked by JDM. Here we go. Straight right hand partially lands for Kevin Holland, circling to his left. Straight right hand to the body, just missing for Jack. 96 out of 323 for Holland. 104 out of 183. As far as significant strikes. Front kick thrown down the middle. This time missing. Left hook upstairs lands flush for JDM. Jab upstairs lands for Kevin Holland. 50 seconds left on the clock. And I think if Holland doesn't do anything big here in the third round, I think we're going to get a decision for JDM. We shall see. Plenty of time left. 40 seconds. Herzog, the ref. Counter straight right hand lands for JDM out of the southpaw stance. He has mixed it up quite well, being the stalker throughout the fight, switching stances, giving him different looks, being effective with his striking. Right front kick to the body, just missing for Kevin Holland. Again, nice counter jab lands for Holland, but a big left hook lands upstairs for JDM. Holland teases him and taunts him to get closer. Right hook over the top lands for JDM. 5 seconds left on the clock. Short right elbow for JDM. Counter right straight for JDM. And round number 3 is over. I think you got to give that fight to Jack Della Maddalena. We'll be going to the scorecards to official decision in a matter of seconds. And we'll find out who the judges give it to. Hitos had a 1-1 going into the third. Fighting out of Fort Worth, Texas. Michael Mack, to answer your question. So he's in Texas. Jack definitely has the heavier hands. I thought he just landed the more significant shots, landed the cleaner shots. I think it's pretty clear that he got the job done. I guess we'll be going to the scorecards and seeing how they call it. JDM. A few in the chat saying JDM. As far as Shevchenko versus Grasso tonight, after 53 votes, you guys have Shevchenko at about 60%. Which is quite interesting. So Shevchenko like a 60%, Grasso 40%. Shevchenko by decision is the most voted for option at 32%. So interesting. We'll see if you guys are right. Holland on the back foot too much and not active enough and not landing cleanly when he was choosing to let his hands go. We're about to find out who they gave it to. Official decision, and then the main event up next, ladies and gentlemen. We got some content to edit. I don't know if that's a cool thing to do like on Twitch or something like that, but maybe not. I don't know. After 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. Mike Bell scores the content 29-28. Holland. 29-28. JDM. 29-28. For the winner by split decision, Jack Della Maddalena gets it done, ladies and gentlemen. That was a close one. When they first picked Kevin Holland, as far as the first judge, I thought to myself, uh-oh, this could be a little bit scary. But in my opinion, the judges got it right. They're going to the interview now. Let's see what they say. Pretty much what I expected, says JDM. He says tied for longest active win streak also as well in UFC welterweight division with 6. Tied with Ian Gary. Maybe something could be looming and in the works there. What an interesting outcome. Good win for JDM as well too. Lackluster fight. It wasn't the worst. I didn't mind it too much, to be quite honest. I thought it wasn't that bad of a fight. T in the building. What's up, T? Welcome to the stream. Holland looks good out there. He might really be done with welterweight. He might be, man. He got caught with a big right hook over the top as well, too. He just looked like, I'm not saying he looked off. I'm credit to JDM landing the cleaner shots throughout the fight. Cormier interviewing JDM. Up next, the last and final fight, the main event, Grasso versus Shevchenko. Again, if you're just getting here, if you're new, hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up. My question to you guys is, that first fight, when Shevchenko, I believe, went for a spinning back kick, and Grasso caught it, capitalized, jumped on the back, got the rear naked choke. That happened in a split second. And then we saw afterwards, if you guys remember, there was footage of Grasso sort of drilling that same exact move that she got on Shevchenko. It's arguable. Most agree that Shevchenko was winning the fight prior to the submission, prior to that moment where Grasso capitalized. My question to you guys is, does Alexa Grasso get it done this time again, and she proves it wasn't a fluke win? Or is Shevchenko the better fighter and she gets it done tonight? We'll find out shortly. Main event will be up next. And next week is Fiziev versus Gamrot as well, too, where they're having a fight night as well, too. Jourdain is fighting on that card. Fiziev versus Gamrot will be the main event on that card as well. Judge Stevie Wonder scored it for Holland says Rick Grimes. It's going to be tough to beat the quality of sleep that we get tonight, guys, because what a weekend. Again, if you guys are just getting here, I know it's been a while since we chatted. We were on the road this weekend. Shout out to my guy Hito for taking that ride with us. And it was very much appreciated. We were able to get content similar to this, and I just don't want to show too much, and that's why I are showing you the same glimpse. But again, we got to see Duma fight this weekend. We got to see head kicks like this, live front and center. Reactions like this from Kill Hill. And we got interviews with him as well too, and a few other fighters. John Duma was the main event against Jake Pillar. Both, again, I would love to say, I'm happy to say, great sportsmanship between the two. That was a freaking robbery. The Holland fight, Torin. Let's talk about it. Judges are trash in all combat sports. Do you guys feel that Holland won? Bro, I'm barely hanging on right now, says Hito. It was a moment that we'll never forget, bro. We got, let me see if I could find it real quick, guys. Real quick, we're in an intermission before the main event. I know the quality might sound a little bit not great here, but let me see if I could find it. It was after this, wasn't it? Yes. It wasn't that. So let's try this one. We got some footage with Joe Cav. Let me see. Is it this one? Bro, this is one of my favorite clips.
I was just like, wow, like this is getting scary.
I don't know. How does it even sound to you guys? Let me see real quick. Again, this is weird. I gotta fix the audio, but yeah, the audio sounds a little crazy.
I'm a little
we actually see a fighter as we're there as well too.
He said, I'll let you know about February 9th. We'll love to have you guys. So
we got some content.
In case you want to get
Yeah. Anyways, I'll find it. Let's stop showing the behind the scenes footage. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. Plenty of content to make. I'm just I'm so excited that I could barely wait. I could barely wait. The UFC loves protecting their hype jobs, says Torn. Okay, so you feel strongly that Kevin Holland won, Torn Brown. Talk to me. What makes you feel so can we agree that it was a close fight, or are you saying that it's a clear win for Kevin Holland and he got robbed? Would love to are you eating an elephant ear that died over, Miller? I was eating a slice of pizza. A brother was hungry. Local MMA is awesome. I'm loving covering the sport, man, and I would love to like build stories of fighters that are on the up and up, man, and it feels good to do something like that. Curtis Williams in the building. Getting knocked out to classic rock music is crazy, says Curtis. It was a night to remember, Curtis. It was tough for some fighters. There was some throwing up and ambulances taking some fighters away. That fight was still better than the Strickland Adesanya fight. Hito and Beta got beef when it comes to the Strickland Adesanya fight. I think one day Beta will come to his senses and admit that the Strickland versus Adesanya fight was one of the best performances that we've seen in the year 2023. Beta will come around. He usually comes around. JDM lost his last fight, but they gave him the decision. That's an argument you can make. That I would agree with you is fair to talk about, but or fair to say. But to say Kevin Holland won clearly tonight, I can't give you that one. Torin, you're by yourself on that one, says Hito. No, I thought JDM did enough. I thought he landed the cleaner shots. Shevchenko making her way to the octagon as we speak. Main event time will be up next. The last and final fight. The main fight. Shevchenko, Grasso 2. The rematch will be underway shortly. Shevchenko making her way to the octagon. Remember, she is the challenger. She lost the belt. But, again, she's been adamant. A mistake that she made. She was winning the fight prior to the submission and getting her back taken. And it won't happen again this time, according to her. We'll see. See if she's correct in her feelings on how this fight will play out. Third most pro fights among active UFC flyweights at 27. Number 1 ranked fighter in her respective division. Valentina Shevchenko making her way to the octagon. Main event time is underway shortly, guys. Let's go. I'm low-key baffled. I thought it was 30-27 Jack. I thought it was 29-28 minimum Jack T. So the Kevin Holland thing, I don't know. Torrance saw it differently than us, and that's okay. Strickland did do awesome, but Izzy definitely himself. I truly think, and I don't say this because I feel it's an overly example or what's being said a lot as of recent is styles make fights, and that's why Israel Adesanya was struggling with Sean Strickland. But yes, I think it has a lot to do with that. I think Sean Strickland, that weird, like almost Philly shell stance, being very defensive, and maybe, again, this is an argument that could be had. Maybe, just maybe, Adesanya, as far as the playbook to beat him, is out there. And by that, I mean, it's obvious. He wants to counterpunch, right? And Strickland, he will get close enough to be in range, but be very defensively minded as far as not leaving himself exposed. And when he would land pretty big. But he didn't give Adesanya an opportunity to land combos or get a rhythm going. So credit to him. I think one day Beta will come to realize that. Let's go. A lot of pressure is do or die. Let's see how she goes about getting her strap back. The moment of truth right now. I truly can't wait. Sounded like JDM won by the commentary I heard. I did miss the third. The third was even, yeah, it was close. Maybe the closest round was the second, but again, I thought it was a clear 2-1. If you say it's the other way, maybe I'll have a tough time saying it's a robbery. It's tough. Izzy could have lost either way, but he had no balls like he lost them after the Kevin fight. Fair, but seems to be the way. You know what's crazy that you say about that? An argument that I heard a lot. Let me know how you guys feel about this one. People have someone in chat as well too. The last time when we were live, I don't know who it was. If you are out there, reveal yourself. Someone said, remember, I believe it was the second round against Yoel Romero. Might have been the first. I believe it was the second round. When he landed the when Romero landed the shot down the middle, the biggest shot of the night as far as Romero versus Adesanya. Adesanya was very gun shy after that very moment for the rest of the fight, and it was boring, and Adesanya won a decision. Maybe you can argue that when Sean Strickland in that first round knocked down Adesanya, Adesanya was gun shy. And we've been waiting to see if there will be an excuse that came out, but nothing that really justifies Adesanya not being more aggressive or going for the kill more. That's all I'm going to say about that. Like, unless we see something, I would say if there was no injury, underlying condition or anything like that, then you could make the argument that once he got knocked down in the first, he didn't want to get hit with a bigger shot or another big shot, and he kind of coasted into a loss, a decision loss. That's an argument that could be made. Yeah, hit the thumbs up, guys. #1 commentary channel on YouTube. I remember when Izzy was a respected champion, says NHL. Bro, I got cotton mouth like crazy, man. Crazy weekend. I need some H2O and some sleep. UFC flyweight champion Alexa Grasso tied for third longest win streak in UFC flyweight division with five first round finishes. Will she win in more impressive fashion even than last time? Or will she cruise to maybe a close decision? Or is Shevchenko the better fighter? And that will be proven today. We shall see. I got the Izzy in this fight because of recency bias, but Shevchenko will probably win by decision. She was headed that route before the back take, before the submission, so you might be right. Brandon Moreno in the building as well too. Alexa Grasso. Alexa Grasso in the octagon. Fight goes the distance is a -150, which is crazy. Let's catch up with chat a little bit. He got them silk sheets now. That's another thing. It's hard to go out and run when you're waking up in silk sheets. Marvin Hagler, right? Is he still awesome? Guy gets outpointed, and some people think he is. Why Chef Snipey? ? Izzy looked terrible. He took little to no direction and looked like he was implementing every game plan from every other fight he had. Yeah, it almost seemed like when he wasn't able to land cleanly. Like I do believe there's some footage of him saying, "I can't find my jab." Maybe that's what Sean Strickland does. Take it away. Izzy and Usman were some of my favorite champions back then. Who's your favorite champion now? If you have one, NHL 21. Bruce Buffer about to announce both fighters. Main event time, guys. Last and final fight of the night. And then we're going to get some rest. Main event of the evening. Anything on the weekends that you guys did that was fun? Let me know in the chat. 20 on what, Hito? The game evolves. Oh, I owe you bread. I didn't forget for you booking the room, so I'm going to pay you whether you like it or not. How about NHL 23? Bruce Buffer announcing both fighters is about to go down. Here we go. Father Time is undefeated, says Atypical. Are you saying that because that's going to apply to Shevchenko tonight? Is that what you're telling me? We shall see. I really want to grab a... 1 second, chat. Thought I was going to quickly be able to find what I was looking for, and that was a no-no. Someone mentioned the lens might be a little dirty or something like that. So I figured maybe that's it, but couldn't find it. Nonetheless, here we go. Main event time in a matter of seconds. The underdog from this point forward will be called the Izzy, says Winnie. My favorite champ is probably Mahashev, but Strickland is funny. I wonder what route they take. Do they give Adesanya the rematch, or do they do DDP? Do they go another route? Winner between Costa and Chimaev? Let's say Costa wins, even though that's a tough pick. Do you do that? The winner of those two is there's various ways you could go. 16 wins, 3 losses, 5 for 5. From Guadalajara. I had to say very Latino sounding. Mexico. Plus 140. Underdog, even though she won. Presenting. The reigning. Undisputed. UFC. Flyweight champion of the world. Alexa Grasso, here we go. It's time. She looks focused. She looks ready. It's about to go down. They meet each other. 1 second. Checking on the batteries. We're good. Been a crazy weekend. Sorry. Didn't even charge my batteries or nothing like that, but we're good. Round number 1. Here we go. Round number 1 of a scheduled 5-round main event fight. Let's not be biased and hear the commentary. We'll do our own. Here we go. Round number 1 starts now. Round number 1 of a scheduled 5-round UFC Flyweight Championship fight. The champion, Grasso. The number 1 ranked contender, Shevchenko. Here we go. Left kick to the body early here for Shevchenko. Left straight down the middle for Shevchenko. Both fighters are starting strong here in the first round. Left straight sneaks in quite a bit here for Shevchenko. Both fighters standing toe-to-toe near the center of the octagon. Herb Dean is the ref. Will he have another baseball slide? We shall see. He dropped the people's elbow on the one fight. What fight was that, if you guys remember? 1-2 thrown by Grasso, this time missing. Counter left straight, missing for Shevchenko. Here we go. Grasso pressing forward, both near the center of the octagon. Left kick to the body, lands flush for Shevchenko. Here we go. Feigning is Grasso. Circling to her left. Using head movement. Shevchenko being patient, pressing forward. 1-2 thrown by Grasso. Doesn't find the mark. She's standing out of the southpaw stance. So is Shevchenko. Counter left hook lands for Grasso. Left straight lands for both fighters. Strong jab down the middle lands for Grasso. Here we go. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock of round number 1 of a scheduled 5 UFC Flyweight Championship bout. Main event time. Here we go. Both fighters standing toe-to-toe. Left straight down the middle, blocked by Grasso. Fading to the body is Grasso. Shevchenko pressing forward. Left straight just misses for Shevchenko. Inside leg kick misses for Grasso. This fight might not go the distance at the pace that it's going. Here we go. Out of the clinch. Nice short left hook lands for Grasso. Shevchenko being patient. Head kick thrown by Grasso, this time missing. Jab thrown by Grasso, touches the gloves of Shevchenko. 1-2 thrown by Shevchenko, doesn't find the mark. That leg kick partially lands for Grasso. Here we go. Both right in the middle of the octagon, standing toe-to-toe. Jab down the middle lands for Shevchenko. Grasso being patient, going for a takedown, and Shevchenko doesn't get it. Knee out of the clinch. Beautiful right elbow for Shevchenko out of the clinch as they break away. Nice strong jab by Grasso. Both land simultaneously with the jab here in the first round. 2 minutes and 10 seconds left. Level changing a bit is Grasso. Jab thrown by Shevchenko, this time missing. 1-2 thrown by Shevchenko, blocked by Grasso. Grasso trying to close the distance. Front kick to the body, just missing for Shevchenko. Outside leg kick missing for Grasso. I could have sworn I just checked my batteries and it said I was good, but I guess not. I'll be changing the batteries after this one. Don't worry about it. Here we go. Round number 1 of a schedule 5. 1 minute and 33 seconds left, and then I'll make sure I throw a battery in there. Here we go. I just checked it. It was crazy. Anyways, here we go. Head kick thrown by Grasso, this time missing. Being patient. Out of the clinch. Double unders for Shevchenko. And she gets the takedown. And she lands on top. Here we go. Shevchenko on top in the half guard of Grasso. Yeah, you could atypical. That's exactly what it looks like. She gets the takedown. She had double unders. Gets the takedown. Maybe trying to go belly down here is Grasso going towards the back. 48 seconds left. She has the body lock. Shevchenko on the back of Grasso going for the choke. And Grasso doing a great job scrambling, getting back to her feet. Here we go. 35 seconds left in the first round. Grasso back against the cage. Shevchenko has the left underhook. Has 25 seconds to work with. Controlling the left wrist of Grasso. Closing seconds of the first round. Not much going on out of the clinch position here in the first. We'll be going to round number 2. We're back, guys. Here we go. Let's go. Round number 2. That round you have to give to Shevchenko. He had double unders, doing a good job dragging Grasso to the canvas and successfully getting the takedown. She landed right in half guard. Almost went for the back. Almost tried to go for the choke, but great job by Grasso in scrambling out of there. Nonetheless, that first round goes to Shevchenko. In my opinion, we are now in round number 2. Feigning, Grasso, pawing with the jab, standing toe-to-toe. And because Shevchenko was successful in the takedown, I wonder if she goes for it again. Beautiful left straight down the middle, lands for Valentina Shevchenko. 1-2 thrown by Grasso, this time missing. Right kick to the body. Beautiful jab upstairs, lands for Grasso. Both fighters fighting out of the clinch. Shevchenko being stronger fighter here, pushing Grasso against the cage, but they break away and meet back in the center of the octagon. Here we go. Shevchenko throws a jab, blocked by Grasso. Thus far, you could tell Shevchenko wants her title back and is fighting very admirably here in the second round. Under 4 minutes left here in the second round. Both fighters standing toe-to-toe in the southpaw stance. Left straight down the middle, lands flush. Beautifully timed by Shevchenko. Bouncing on her toes is Grasso. Another 2, lands flush. A jab, right hook, knocks down Shevchenko. And she recovered well. Got back up to her feet, has a left underhook. Grasso trying to frame, trying to create some distance here. But Grasso gets the knockdown here in the second. Will she be able to capitalize? Here we go. Right knee to the body for Grasso. Right elbow for Grasso out of the clinch. Right uppercut for Grasso. And Shevchenko, a beautiful left hook for Shevchenko. Left hook for Grasso. Here we go. round number 2. 3 minutes left on the clock. You guys are just getting here. A knockdown was scored by Grasso. Takedown attempt for Shevchenko. She gets it. Lands right into the full guard of Grasso. Here we go. Shevchenko on top. Remember, she got knocked down here in the second. She had a good first round. Clearly her first round, but round number 2, she was ahead until she got knocked down. Here we go. Shevchenko on top in the closed guard of Grasso. Trying to fight the hands is Grasso on the bottom. Full guard. It was a right hand that knocked down Shevchenko as they showed the replay. Here we go. Nice short elbow from the bottom for Grasso. And we have a minute and 55 seconds left here in the second round. Nice short elbow for Shevchenko from up top here. Still in the closed guard of Grasso. Trying to advance position. Having a tough time doing so thus far. Grasso on the bottom. Nice short left hook to the head for Shevchenko. Trying to get a high guard. Maybe go for a triangle choke here is Grasso. Unsuccessful thus far. Has the right arm trapped of Shevchenko. Grasso on the bottom. Nice short. Straight right hand down the middle. Up kick lands for Grasso. Shevchenko stands back to her feet. Kicking the thigh of Grasso, standing tall. Herb Dean looking closely. Let's see if he stands him up. Kicks to the knee for Grasso from the bottom. Shevchenko standing tall. Kind of in a stalemate here, it appears. Shevchenko being patient. I'm surprised that Herb Dean hasn't stood him up quite just yet. Here we go with a knee shield. Grasso on the bottom. Shevchenko trying to advance. Nice short left hooks and right hooks from the bottom for Grasso. 40 seconds left. Has another knee shield framing against the face of Shevchenko. Shevchenko on top. 30 seconds left here in the second round if you're just getting here. Grasso does score a knockdown. Shevchenko quickly back up to her feet, was able to successfully get a takedown. She's on top now yet again in the closed guard of Grasso. 27 significant strikes in round number 2 for Grasso, 20 for Shevchenko. Shevchenko on top. Gaining some ground control time, but not really doing much with it. Nice short right hook lands for Shevchenko here. And round number 2 is over. We'll be going to round number 3. Have it 1-1 going into the third. How do you guys have it thus far if you're watching? What a round. What a round. If you guys don't mind, share the YouTube video in your story. On Instagram, on Twitter, Facebook, all that. #1 commentary channel on YouTube. We're trying to get to 8,000 subscribers. Let's make it happen. Got plenty of content to work on, which is cool. Let's go. We are 61 subscribers away. We got 6 today. Amazing. During this live stream, we are 61 away from 8,000 subscribers. Let's go. We'll be going to round number 3. It was a beautiful straight right hand that landed flush for Grasso and knocked down Shevchenko. And Shevchenko was landing the bigger shots, in my opinion. That was scary for a bit, bro. What is happening? Grasso been watching John Jones with those knee attacks. Beautiful knees from the clinch from Grasso, Snipey. And atypical. Valentina is legit my real life girlfriend. I'm not joking. Here we go. Round number 3 in a matter of seconds. Nice and competitive. Atypical. Absolutely. Here we go. Round number 3 of a scheduled 5-round fight. Here we go. Shevchenko. Kick to the body. Just missing for Shevchenko. Bouncing on her toes is Grasso. Here we go. They start striking. Jab thrown by Shevchenko, just missing. Shevchenko was getting the better of the exchanges until that knockdown in the second round. Inside leg kick lands flush for Shevchenko. Valentina retreating, throws a 1-2, the 2 just missing. Grasso using some head movement, feigning, trying to give Shevchenko different looks. Jab thrown by Shevchenko, this time just missing. Jab lands upstairs for Grasso. 1-2 thrown by Shevchenko, just missing. Grasso trying to defend her title here in the third round. Valentina trying to claim it back. Right hook lands for Valentina. Then a jab down the middle lands for Valentina. Another jab down the middle. Jab in response by Grasso lands. Grasso circling to her right. Alexa looking for an opening here, being a stalker. Shevchenko throws a 1-2. Doesn't quite land just yet. Short elbow just missing for Shevchenko. Takedown attempt again for Valentina, and she gets it again. On top with plenty of time to work with. 3 minutes and 22 seconds left on the clock. Valentina in the half guard of Grasso. And she gets inside control. Grasso doing a good job. Almost getting back up to her feet. Guillotine attempt for Shevchenko. Under the neck. Alexa could be in trouble. Trying to fight the hands. She might be in danger. Trying to lock it up. Grasso breaks the hands free. But Valentina on top. Still trying to fight the hands. We'll see if Shevchenko burns herself out. But it appears she's almost still under the neck. Maybe Grasso a bit safe here. Has the hands disconnected. 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Nonetheless, Valentino in full mount. And Shevchenko lets it go. Trying to hit bump is Grasso. Valentina going after the back. She has the body lock, has the body triangle on the back of Grasso. And she has plenty of time to work with. 2 minutes and 2 seconds left. Shevchenko with the body triangle. Grasso did get her hip on the right side to try and break this body lock. Fighting the seatbelt grip. Fighting the hands. Throw the left hooks to the head for Shevchenko. Still controlling the back. 1 minute and 35 seconds left. Plenty of time to work with. Grasso trying to defend, trying to circle. Shevchenko trying to dig under the neck, having a tough time doing so. Fighting the hands is Grasso. Trying to break that seatbelt grip. Does so. 1 minute and 7 seconds left. Right hooks to the head, even though Grasso has her back taken, are landing for her. Shevchenko still on the back. Let's see if this pays dividends for her here later. With the body lock, maybe getting some stamina out of Grasso, still on the back. Left hook to the head, still landing for Shevchenko. Shevchenko trying to circle towards her. Grasso maybe almost out of here. We shall see. Trying to fight the hands. But Shevchenko dominating these last 3 minutes or so with the back control. 15 seconds left. Can she pull anything off here? Here we go. Triangle attempt here for Shevchenko. But not much time to work with. Going for the armbar now. Grasso defending. Round number 3 is over. You have to give that round to Shevchenko. We'll be going around. This is a good fight. This is a good fight. We're heading into the championship rounds. Here we go. I have to say 2-1 Shevchenko right now. Shevchenko has zero head movement, and that's why when she got caught with a big shot. Where she has landed some shots against Grasso, but when Grasso landed, as you said, zero head movement, and for that reason got caught. Sometimes the flowers arrange themselves, boys, says Snipey. This is a good fight. Agreed, Hito. Good fight. Come on, Mexico. Let's go, says Atypical. Let's go. We'll be going around number 4 championship rounds here in a matter of seconds. Number 1 commentary channel on YouTube. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up. Here we go. Damn, man. Not even rooting for anyone on this one. A good fight. Next week, Fiziev versus Gamrot at UFC Fight Night. Lightweight bout. But here we go. Round number 4. Grasso, Shevchenko. And here we go. 1-2 thrown by Shevchenko. Doesn't find the mark. Here in the 4th. Jab thrown by Shevchenko. Sneaks in just a bit. Left straight thrown by Shevchenko. This time missing. Circling to her left is Grasso. Maybe being a stalker here a bit more. Straight right hand to the body. Missing for Grasso. 1-2 thrown by Grasso. Not finding the mark either. Circling to her left is Shevchenko. Feigning is Grasso. Both standing toe-to-toe. Jab thrown by Shevchenko. Doesn't find the mark. Both out of the southpaw stance. Strong jab down the middle. Just missing for Shevchenko. Has a beautiful jab. Just doesn't find the mark there. 4 minutes left here. Strong jab. This time finds the mark. Left straight counter lands for Grasso, but another jab lands down the middle for Shevchenko. Outside leg kick lands for Grasso. Jab this time missing for Grasso. Circling to her right is Shevchenko. 1-2. The 2 lands for Grasso. Straight right hand lands for Shevchenko. Grasso retreating a bit, circling to her right. Inside leg kick just missing for Grasso. Grasso pressing forward, feigning to the body. Pops out a jab. Jab thrown by Shevchenko. This time doesn't find the mark. 1-2. The 2 lands, and then a right hook lands for Shevchenko, and then she circles to her right. Shevchenko maybe having the better of the exchanges here thus far. Another right hook counter. Another jab lands for Shevchenko. Valentina thus far now goes for a takedown. This time defended well by Grasso. Right knee to the head. Left knee to the head for Grasso. Valentina complaining, but she didn't have all 4s. She only had one hand on the canvas. Right knee to the body again, out of the clinch for Grasso. Great clinch work thus far here in the 4th round. Fighting out of the clinch. She has a deep right underhook. Maybe going towards the back. Maybe reminiscent of the first fight. But now Grasso attacking the back. Trying to pull the arm. Maybe go for an arm bar. And Shevchenko this time gets out of it. Now she's on top in the close guard of Grasso. Here we go. Grasso trying to defend here. Getting back up to her feet. Great job doing so. Valentina with a deep left underhook. Grasso trying to circle towards her. Beautiful right down the middle lands for Grasso. And they break away. Here we go. Round number 4. Straight right hand down the middle, this time missing for Grasso, but now she elects to stand in the orthodox stance. Gets caught with a jab. Shevchenko standing tall. Jab lands for Shevchenko again, but she gets caught with one as well simultaneously. Here we go. Jab again for Shevchenko. Feigning is Grasso, both standing toe-to-toe in the center of the octagon. Inside leg kick lands for Shevchenko. 1-2 thrown by Shevchenko. This time doesn't find the mark. Retreating and circling to her right. 1-2 thrown by Shevchenko. This time missing. Big jab down the middle lands for Shevchenko. Blood out of the left eye of Grasso. Jab lands for Grasso. Circling to her right is Grasso. Here we go. Another right hook lands flush for Valentina. Feigning to the body is Grasso. Jab lands for Shevchenko again. And maybe Grasso looking a little bit winded here as well, too. Trying to get back up to her feet is Grasso. Fighting the hands. Body lock. Valentina on the back. Blood leaking out of the left eye of Grasso as she tries to circle towards Valentina. 15 seconds left on the clock. Granby rolling out of there is Grasso. Now maybe going for a heel hook. Has 5 seconds left. And round number 4 is over. I had it 2-1. Going into the 4th for Shevchenko. I gave that 4th round to Shevchenko, so I have it 3 rounds to 1. I can see why maybe judges have it 2-2. I have it 3-1. Shevchenko going into the 5th. He had some good moments, but nonetheless, I still give that round to Shevchenko. Thought she was more dominant. Thought she landed the bigger, significant strikes. Close fight. I have it 3 rounds to 1. How are you guys calling it? What a fight, ladies and gentlemen. Round number 5, 5th and final round. Up in a matter of seconds. It's either way. That could very well be so. Thank you for the new subscriber. We are 60 away from 8,000. That's going to feel good when we get to the 8K, guys. Let's go. When we get to 8K, it's going to feel good. Here we go. Round number 5 starts right now. Here we go. Round number 5. Last and final round. Big straight right hand down the middle lands for Grasso. Fading to the body is Grasso. Jab thrown by Shevchenko. Shevchenko, the second one lands for Valentina. He's going to have to come out strong, Steve. Counter right hook lands for Valentina. Jab lands for Grasso. And you never know how the judges are scoring it. Nice short left hook out of an exchange lands for Valentina. But Grasso keeps pressing forward. That leg kick lands for Grasso. Shevchenko, in my opinion, is just getting the better of these exchanges. 4 minutes and 5 seconds left. Jab lands again for Shevchenko. Jab lands for Shevchenko. Grasso trying to press forward now here. Jab again for Shevchenko. Jab to the body for Grasso. Counter right hook for Shevchenko. Blood leaking out of the left eye of Grasso. Jab again for Shevchenko. That jab, that lead jab has been working wonders here for Shevchenko, especially here in the 5th. Double jab this time, slipped by Grasso. Another jab thrown by Shevchenko. Jab this time landing for Grasso. Flipping. Circling to her right. Fading to the body. Jab thrown upstairs for Shevchenko. This time blocked. We have ourselves beautiful left straight down the middle. Lands for Valentina. Another jab for Shevchenko. Grasso still standing toe-to-toe with her. Jab again for Shevchenko. Splits the guard. Counter right straight down the middle. Lands for Grasso. 1-2 thrown by Shevchenko. This time missing. Halfway through the 5th round. Left straight again for Shevchenko. And as she gets the better of the exchange. Jab lands for Shevchenko. Takedown attempt for Grasso. This time doesn't get it. Blood leaking out of her left eye, but she continues to press forward. Counter jab thrown by Shevchenko, circling to her right. Grasso pressing the action. Outside leg kick missing for Grasso. Here we go. Circling to her left is Valentina. 1-2. The 2 lands for Valentina. Thank you for subscribing. Circling to her left is Grasso. 1 minute and 45 seconds left on the clock. Right hook lands for Grasso. Counter jab lands for Shevchenko. Jab lands for Grasso. Right hook lands for Shevchenko. Counter straight jab lands for Shevchenko. Oh, and Grasso sneaks herself on the back here. 1 minute and 25 seconds left. Right hooks to the head for Grasso. Hammer fist for Grasso. She's on the back. She has 1 minute and 15 seconds to work with. And she's attacking the neck here. Grasso on top. Left hooks to the head. Left hook landed flush for Grasso. Still on the back. Trying to lock it up. Going for the rear naked. 55 seconds to work with. Trying to lock it up. Still on the back of Shevchenko. She's still on the back. Has the body lock. Left hammer fist lands for Grasso. Grasso on the back. 30 seconds to work with. Valentina trying to defend. Valentina fighting the hands. 19 seconds. Trying to get under the neck. Has 12 seconds. Cranking on the neck here. 5 seconds. And the fight is over. Shevchenko was leading the dance there in the 5th round, but Grasso takes the back, lands some hammer fist. I wonder what the judges go with. I feel you could go either way with Shevchenko or Grasso in that 5th round, but I will say that finishing the round strong, I would assume, plays on the mind of the fans and maybe even to the judges. We'll be going to the scorecards with the official decision, but what a fight. What a fight. Grasso lifts her hands up. Both of them lift their arms up in the air as they believe. Grasso and Shevchenko both believe they've won. Who will the judges go with? Are they going to go with the challenger or the champion? Again, you got to remember too, some people have the mindset that to be the champ, you have to beat the champ. Did Shevchenko do enough? Again, the way I look at it is, at the end of the day, fights are scored on a round-to-round basis. I won a trilogy after that fight. Jesus, man. What a fight. 999 in the building. 999, we haven't heard a prediction as of recent. From the commentary, it's probably 2-2. It's close. It's close. It's close. Strong finish. This will be interesting. It could go either way. I think either way is not a robbery, right? It's a pretty close fight. Let's see what the judges pick. Let's see what they like. Was the Holland fight a robbery? No, I thought JDM won. Good commentary, Miller DC, Peace, Shevchenko, and New. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get you 10 new subscribers before your next live championship. Listen, Michael Mack, I appreciate that a lot, man. Everything that helps the channel grow is appreciated. So thank you so much, Michael. We'll be going to the scorecard. Shevchenko believes she's won. So does Grasso. We'll be going to the scorecards in a matter of seconds. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up. #1 commentary channel on YouTube. Nobody does it better. We got some content in the works. We'll be talking soon. If you guys have ideas for content, feel free to hit me up on Discord, Twitter, Instagram, all forms of. Consider becoming a member today as well, too. Helps the channel out immensely. All the socials there. And here we go. Soon enough, we'll find out. And still or and new. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. First judge, 48-47, Grasso. 48-47, Shevchenko. Mike Bell scores it. 48-47. 47. Ladies and gentlemen, This bout is a split draw, and still the champion of the world, Alexa Grasso. Wow. Damn, imagine being Shevchenko thinking you've done enough, and that's not the case. Wow. Interviewing Grasso is Daniel Cormier. Let's see what he has to say. Hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, #1 commentary channel on YouTube. Not mad at the SST. Hard for me to be mad at that too. I mean, I as anyone would, I would have liked to see a decisive winner, but at the end of the day, I was leaning towards Shevchenko, to be honest. It's nice to see Grasso win, or remain with her title. But it was a draw. Let's take a look. Says Cormier. That's a robbery? It was close, man. I leaned towards Shevchenko, but I did say either way, I don't think it's a robbery. But I did lean Shevchenko. But there were some close rounds. The EA cover curse, y'all, says Rick Grimes. Oh, Shevchenko's pissed. As anyone would be. What a fight. You guys have a great rivalry. What would you like to do next? Would you try to put an end to this rivalry? It depends. I have to talk to my coaches and with my manager. Let's see. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Grasso, says Cormier. Let's see if he interviews Shevchenko with the former champ Cormier. Let's see what Shevchenko has to say. Here we go. Another very competitive fight, says Cormier. Maybe we'll set some live callers after this. 267-545-8096. We'll see. Shevchenko says, I think the judges felt pressure because it's Mexican Independence Day. Wow. Is this the fight you expected? I was expecting a battle. I fought to the end. Fair fight, fair competition, but the victory wasn't mine. What a phenomenal performance, says Cormier. Shevchenko. Split draw. So Grasso stays with the title. How do you guys feel about that? #1 commentary channel on YouTube. And that's the way it plays out. We'd love to hear some thoughts. If you do want to call in, 267-545-8096. Did Shevchenko win that fight? Or did Grasso? Feel free to call in. We'll set up live callers for a bit before getting out of here. We're going to get out of here soon. We got plenty to do tomorrow. Appreciate the ongoing support. It was a great fight, Michael Mack. To me, I thought it was a great fight. It's tough. Viva Mexico, cabrón. It says Beta Quest. I'm glad she kept her belt. She seems like a nice girl, says Atypical. It was close. I edged it, to be honest. I'll watch it again, but I edged it to Shevchenko. I thought she did enough in the octagon. I thought she landed the more significant strikes. That 5th round, allowing her back to get taken, might have done it. If that didn't happen in like the latter half of that 5th round, we might be saying and new, but Grasso is so just slick in her fighting, and any opportunity, any window of opportunity that she sees, if she can jump on the back and go for it, she does. And that time she got it. Grasso did the better. Caballero, welcome to the stream. Who you think won? I thought Shevchenko won. Johnny G, the lifestyle, to be quite honest. I thought she did enough. Some rounds were close. Maybe that 5th round is what did it for her, where she got her back taken, and she was leading that 5th round as well too. But again, credit to Grasso. Opportunities that are given, she takes. And out of scramble, she did some good work out of the clinch as well too, landing some knees to the body. Both fighters have had good moments. That jab by Shevchenko was just working beautifully for her, especially like in rounds 2 through 4, where she found a home for it. Give Grasso the win at least. Guess this is better for the Hollywood Hitos of the Guys. As much as I would like to talk to you guys, I'm actually going to close the lines. It's been a long weekend. Let a brother get some rest. We'll be back Monday. I do have to work on Monday since I had Friday off. I'm hoping to do a live interview with John Duma on Monday night. I'll keep you guys notified on what exactly goes on. But we had a hell of a weekend. We were able to catch a live event with a great organization, that being Combat FC. We were able to get back home safely, cover this card, and we had a great time. And hopefully Monday night we can cover some content. I do have to work Monday, at least this one. But then moving forward, I don't. So that's good. Snipey Hito is fuming right now. He loves the drama, but his pick didn't get the nod. Hito is also my hijo, says Snipey. Johnny G, the lifestyle. Caballero, Michael Mack, Don Shop. Grasso dropped her and almost choked her out. There, Shop, you make a good point. Even though Valentino was landing a stiff jab, Grasso went for some finishes. Hito says, draw my ass. Or mijo, I don't know. I'm white. Says Snipey. Appreciate you guys a ton. We're closing in on 8,000 subscribers. #1 commentary channel on YouTube. I will suggest real quick, if you guys care to do so, we interviewed this gentleman, and I just want to show him some love after a crazy weekend. If you guys want to check out a dope interview between a fighter and myself, go check that out. Nobody works harder than our friends in Mexico, says Michael Mack. That's a fact, bro. I thought you knew about entertainment, Hito. What could be more great for the sport than another close decision, says Beta Quest. I'm out of here. Sean Strickland is the GOAT, Beta Quest. Much love. God bless. Good night, guys. #1 commentary channel on YouTube. Catch you guys Monday night, hopefully. Be on the lookout for more shorts. Hit the bell for post notifications. Again, #1 commentary channel on YouTube. We're making moves. We'll be back soon. God bless. Good night. Peace.
I'm the best ever. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw. There's no one that can match me.
Yo, bounce guy, go off.
I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody. The double champ does what the he wants.
Wilder's in a world of trouble, closing seconds. Can he weather the storm here in the third round?
And the ball to superlative.
Big right hook, lands flush for Cambosos, and that knocks down Teofimo Lopez. We have ourselves a fight. Khabib Nurmagomedov gets a triangle choke from up top. Gaethje's out, and the fight is over. The triangle choke for Khabib Nurmagomedov. And Porter gets knocked down. He gets knocked down again. 10th round TKO win. Left uppercut, and then knocks out Leo. It appears he's out cold. The fight is over. It was a counter left uppercut, and just like that, what a left uppercut. I did not see that coming, ladies and gentlemen. I will have to admit, what a fight.
Nice celebration or a 3K video. I don't know, man. To hit 3,000 subscribers and like
Right hook to the body for Campbell. Left hook to the body for Garcia. And that knocked down Campbell. It was a left hook to the body. Campbell on the ground. The count is on. Can he make his way up? It appears he can't get up. Campbell on the ground. Trying to stand up. And the fight is over. Ryan Garcia with a 7th round knockdown. What a performance. Guys, if you haven't hit the subscribe button, we're trying to get to 3,000 subscribers. Do